Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a daily reading update. Today is the 28th of February. Happy not the last day of the month, happy Wednesday. Bonus day tomorrow. It's a leap year, that's very exciting. And I saw some good news about a week or so ago. There was this woman somewhere in the States, I think, turning 100, and she was celebrating her 25th birthday, and I just thought that was so charming, and that's the kind of news that I want to see. So yeah, anyway, here with my update, I'm actually going to do a review. My original plan had been to record these clips and then put them all together on a Monday, and it's just not happening. So I'm just going to share with you guys the books that I finish in these vlogs, or these updates, if you will. So yesterday I finished reading The Perfect Witness by Katie Metner. This is the second book in the Source 1 series. Did not care for this one, my friends. 2.5 stars. I don't want to spend a lot of time ranting or complaining about a book because clearly I was in the minority. If you look on Goodreads, this has almost a 5-star rating, from most people. And it just wasn't for me. So clearly it's for pretty much everybody else but me. So I'm actually going to timestamp below if you guys just want to jump ahead and not listen to my review to talk about where I'm going to talk about what I'm currently reading. So basically this is the story. I think I mentioned the other day, it involves sex trafficking, and it's not the easiest and lightest of books you're going to read. But I mean, there was kind of a lot of things, and of all those little things, and they weren't big things, they were little things. But the fact is that there was so many little things that annoyed me, it became a big issue, right? If it had been only this one little thing, I could have lived with it. One of the things, for example, is the fact that our main character, Marlise, is also known under the name Mary. And then there's a Mina in the story, and because the sex trafficking issue, there are people who run the brothels, and they're known as the Madam and the Miss. Again, it's too many M's. It's very confusing. And 3 of those names all have 4 letters. You know what I mean? So it's not anyway, it's not that I was confused as to who was who, but it's just way too many M names, and that always drives me crazy when authors do that. Harlequin does tend to be famous for that. If you're going to get stories about a whole family of maybe 6 brothers, all 6 brothers' names will all start with the same name, same letter, like Chase and Cash and blah 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 and Clayton and what have you. It's really annoying. I understand, and it's cute for a series, but when you get all those characters in a room together, it gets really annoying. I also felt that the main characters they felt young to me. They felt not young. I shouldn't say young, immature. Again, there was a whole lot of little things. I don't want to get into what all of them were because overall, the story could have been really good, but I just feel like this one needed to be just a bit more polished. I think that was, at the end of the day, my biggest issue, is that this book needed to be a bit more polished. And, I did like it. It was a good adventure story. The action started right from the beginning. But as I kept reading, it was just they kept rehashing the same things over and over and over again, which kind of drives me crazy. And yeah, but one of the other things I just want to mention. So if you look at the cover of this book, he is actually an amputee. He's lost some of his hands, so he's got a partial, prosthesis? Awesome. She was in a major, major fire, and half of her body is covered in scars and such from the fire. These 2 people on the cover look like they've never even had a pimple. So, I'm sorry. Bad job in the art department there on that one there, Harlequin. I mean, I'm not saying... It would have been nice to be a little bit more representative. It's been a really long day for the cover artwork of the book. Just saying. So, yeah. So I did finish that one yesterday. And I actually finished that book during a set of reading sprints that were hosted by Stacy and Steph over on their channel. I'll leave it linked below. It was fantastic. I'm really starting to look now at other people's reading sprints and joining in, not just the ones that I do. because I find they really do help me get some reading done at night. Because if not, I tend to just kind of veg in front of the TV. So, it's kind of nice. Anyway, what am I currently reading? So I am still reading on audio. I'll look at that first, then I'll share with you the new books I'm reading. So on audio, I'm about halfway through Flip for Murder. I didn't actually listen to this at all yesterday. I just wasn't in the mood. My brain was elsewhere on my way to work yesterday because I knew I had a ton to do. And I was just kind of thinking about that. So I knew I couldn't concentrate on the book. And then on the way home, my brain was tired from the day. So I knew I couldn't concentrate on the book. But whoops, sorry, that's really bright. Flip for Murder by Maddie Day, the first book in the Country Store Mystery series. I am enjoying it. I thought I had read this one, but I had only read like the first quarter of the book because now I'm into a point that I don't remember at all. So that's kind of fun and I'm really enjoying it. I don't want to give too much. I will talk more about this another day when I finish it. But I did want to mention, because I've had a number of you ask me, this is my Kindle Fire 8, because a lot of you have been asking what device I use, because you're really happy with the quality of the pictures, right? So yeah, this is a Kindle Fire 8. I do use it for a lot of my crafting, my cross stitch and my knitting and stuff like that. But it also, I have, of course, the Kindle app on here, or Kindle. I have the Kobo app, the Libby app, the Hoopla app on here. So in a pinch, I can use this as an e-reader as well. I don't prefer it because of the brightness of the screen. I much prefer an e-ink display on my Kindles or my Kobos. But this, again, will work in a pinch. So yes, this is the device that I'm using. Kindle Fire 8. Sticker on the back. It's a great, for the price point, it's a great little device. That's the one thing I have to say. So I am reading that one. And then last night and then today at lunch, I've been reading my, let me keep that over there, my new Harlequin book. And so far this one is really good, but I don't expect anything less from a Debra Webb. And that is A Place to Hide. So this one is good. You're kind of, even as the reader, I'm three chapters in. I think I'm on chapter 3. You're at a bit of a, what's happening. So our main character, Grace, seems like she's on the run from somebody, and she is hiding out in this place called Mountaintop Lodge or something that she bought. She bought this old lodge as a B&B kind of an idea, and she's restoring it. She has a young son named Liam, and she's being stalked by a serial killer, as you do. So yeah, that's what this one's going to be about, but you really don't know just yet. You figured out that the little boy is the son of whoever it is who's stalking her, but you don't know what happened before. Did she marry him? No, I'm assuming she didn't know he was a serial killer when she married him. I'm assuming. One should never assume. However, give you the benefit of the doubt. I think you'd stay away from a serial killer. But I don't know, the whole background story. And I think that will be revealed as this story progresses. But yeah, so far really good. And I really love the cover of this one as well. It's absolutely fantastic with that bright light. This is how you do a cover, Harlequin. This is how you do a cover. So yeah, so I started that one. And like I said, I'm actually about 15% of the way through it at this point. And then if I didn't have enough to read, we'll see if I actually stick with this one or not, but I have so many physical books. And I just got a whole bunch of them in the mail yesterday from a lovely friend. They were supposed to be for Christmas, but they got lost in the mail. I'm thinking that Canada Post got their hands on them and went ahead and read them all and then sent them my way. Because that's why it took so long. So I just know I have a ton of physical books that I need to read, and I really would like to try to read them. I'm not rushing through these. I thought what I like doing in the morning is kind of sitting with a cup of coffee for 15-20 minutes and just reading a bit. And it's great to read on my tablet or what have you, but I thought that would be the optimal time to pick up a physical book and just sit here, and read it. So I grabbed one at random. I know. The immature me giggles at the title. It's called Bone Deep by Janice K. Johnson. This is a Harlequin super romance. It's number 1692. It's from March of 2011. And, you're looking at it going, okay, well, you're coming into March Mystery Madness. I thought you were going to read all kind of mystery books. This one actually fits the bill because this is part of the Count on a Cop series. So this would fit for the prompt of first responder. In my personal opinion, first responders can be police officers, firefighters. They are first responders. So yeah, The mystery surrounding the disappearance of Cat Riley's husband has kept Grant Haller at a distance, despite the strong attraction pulling him to her. As police chief with that open missing person case, he can't afford to get close to her, not with everyone in this small town watching. Still, he waits for the day to make his move. Then Cat finds a bone, and others start to appear. Once the remains are identified as her husband's, Grant has to consider her a suspect. Deep inside, he's convinced she's innocent, and he's driven to clear her name. And when the threats against her escalate, Grant must protect her before it's too late. So there is a mystery aspect in here, even though this is a super romance novel, which would typically just be a contemporary romance. So I'm very excited. This is also, much to my sincere enjoyment, a large print, which is always fantastic. So it looks like a chunky one, but it'll probably read relatively quickly because of the fact that it is a large print. So yeah, that's my goal. And then I thought I'd just pick a random one every week from my shelves and see if I can get through it. Or, you know, not that I'm going to be like, oh, the end of the week is here and I didn't finish it, toss it for the next. No, if I've started it, I will do my best to finish it before I pick up another one. But I think you guys know what I mean. Anyway, I am rambling in this one a little bit longer, but I did have a slight book review for you guys. Let me know what you're reading. How are you going to spend your leap day tomorrow? I know that Ro over at the TBR Tackle and Tina, I'll list both their channels below. They are doing a readathon, a 24-hour leap day readathon. So they're like encouraging you to read for 24 hours for the extra reading day that we get this year. I was actually going to vlog it, but I'm not going to because it's month end. It's like the last, like it is officially month end tomorrow. It's going to be busy. So I think I might actually do it Saturday, like starting like Friday night at like maybe 10 o'clock and then ending Saturday night at 10 o'clock or something like that. Kind of doing my own 24-hour. I think that'll be fun. I kind of would love to do a 24-hour reading vlog every month. So this will be a great excuse, like at the beginning of the month to kind of kick off the reading month idea. So maybe like the first Saturday or whatever. So that's my plan. Friday at 10 till Saturday at 10, I'm going to do a 24-hour reading vlog for you guys, and try and get some pages read. Anyway, guys, that is it. Hope you enjoyed this. And until my next video, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.